this video includes a paid promotion. It might actually be a paid promotion in and of itself.
So I'm going fast, but I feel...
Again, this spirited man is spending valuable writing and production time building something he could easily buy. He developed this habit, this I can make it cheaper myself habit, during the long, oh so long periods in his life when he was broke. In his native land, they call this habit Yankee thrift. But he's beginning to wonder if this Yankee thrift is simply residual cowardice. Reflexive cowardice.
See? I'm supposed to be writing Andy Mai's video.
Could it be that this spirited man is a money coward? Afraid to spend money when he should? Or is he simply a money ignoramus who was never taught how to make money? After all, they don't really teach you how to make money in school. Not in the schools he went to, anyway. Crowdsourcing is a sort of miracle, isn't it? Kickstarter is a sort of miracle. GoFundMe, Patreon, miracles. They shouldn't work in a capitalist society, but somehow they do. It took 6 months to put together this Kickstarter campaign. Thank you to everyone who contributed. The difficult thing about launching a successful Kickstarter is getting the rewards right. Got to figure out profit margins and shipping costs, sizing and production logistics, stickers, patches, hats, pencils, shirts. I apologize for not having the recipe book done and the art piece done. I'm working on it. It won't be long now. Then there's the expensive items at the bottom. Somebody spent $10,000 on a reward called nothing. An ad in an episode, $5,000. Who's gonna buy these? This channel was brand new. Who's gonna buy a $5,000 ad on a brand new channel? Brave people, that's who. People who are brave with money. Andy Mai bought an ad. Andy Mai's brave with money.
Andy Mai's based in Sydney, so we do these Zoom calls so I can kind of get a better understanding of his business for the ad I got to make for him. And so I say to Andy, tell me your story. He tells me his story, and it's just... He reminds me of very successful people I've known who started big businesses from scratch. Andy's been an entrepreneur for 14 years or so. He has these stories of successes and failures, and it occurs to me that Andy has been through the fire. He's been through the experiences that I don't know how many people go through. So I ask him, I say, how old are you? He's 22. I'll tell you about Andy's business in a minute, but while I was putting the ad together, I thought about how bravely and intelligently Andy spent the money he earned and reinvested it in his business. In particular, he tells me this story. He has $20,000 and he spends 12 of it on a seminar, a 5-day seminar in Thailand. He's 18 years old and he pays cash. This isn't a student loan. So he takes over half of his nut and he spends it on education. And the story reminded me of this wisdom that was imparted unto me by a man named Jim, who ended up building a big business empire. And Jim, I apologize for dragging you into my ad, but I think this wisdom bears repeating. And Jim started from scratch. He ground his way up and built up a big business. He put his 4 kids through elite schools, beginning in grade school all the way up through graduate school. And when I asked him why, because he made it on his own, he said to me this: it takes twice as long to learn through experience what can be learned through education. Education cuts the learning time in half versus experience. There's a saying, experience keeps a good school, but a fool will learn in no other. Twice as long to learn by experience. Andy is 22 years old, basically half my age, and I don't know this for a fact, but I'd be willing to bet $10 that he has more money than me. Now, I've read some comments from past videos, basically criticizing me for being after money and trying to make money. And I understand the romance of the legend of the starving artist in the garret, but I've paid my dues. And this channel is also a business. It costs money to make these videos. Doesn't cost money to watch them, but it costs money to make them. So this channel is a business. It's also something else, but it is a business. And another friend of mine who built a business empire from scratch, who was the longest running CEO in America before she retired, Lillian Vernon, rest her soul, said to me, money is the report card of business. It's a very simple metric by which you can measure your business's success. Okay, so what's the ad for? What's Andy's business? It's for his business called studying.com, which is an online education program that teaches you the business of drop shipping. I don't really know what drop shipping is. I know basically what it is, but I don't have any interest in this business, but I do have an interest in Andy, and I would trust him to educate me about this business because he's 22 and he is a success in this business of drop shipping. When I was 22, I was a waiter and I learned nothing. So I don't know, if you're young or you're looking to switch careers, this is something worth exploring. As far as I can tell, Andy is a great mentor in this business, and I trust him. Okay, the mic stand.
I couldn't live with the crappy mic stand that I fashioned out of a bungee cord and chicken jar. So I spent a few hours building a proper mic stand that I'm pleased with. This channel allows me to sort of make a career out of my Yankee thrift, and I'm profoundly grateful for that. Thanks for watching, and thank you, Andy, for supporting this channel.